Hello everyone, FedEx Gaming here, and welcome back to my how to build series. In this video, I'll be showing you how to build an exploding jump scare. Since Title Update 31 has come out, a bunch of my subscribers have been asking me to make some sort of jump scare device. So I went ahead and made mine a little bit more explodey than the normal ones you would see on YouTube. So over here in the window, as you can see, there's Steve with a cake. And you know what? He's inviting us in. He wants to give us a slice of that cake. And when has cake ever been a bad thing?
To go wrong, so I'm gonna go third person, eat the cake, and yeah.
You know what, let's not worry about that recent video. Let's not worry about the recent video. So all we have to do is hit this pressure plate right here, and we will be met with a beautiful surprise. So just walk onto this pressure plate, go to walk in our house, and boom, this wither skeleton comes exploding through the roof to jump scare us when we come through. So I just went ahead and re-uploaded the world so we could see it from a distance. When I hit this pressure plate, the roof explodes, and our wither skeleton comes flying through the exploding roof. All right, guys, so here's the inside of the house. Right up here, we have a minecart with TNT, which right inside that dispenser is a flint and steel, which will activate that minecart, exploding the roof out. And then right here is the TNT launcher that I built in the beginning when Title Update 31 came out. However, now it's an Armorstand Launcher, which will launch our wither skeleton out of the roof once it explodes. So if I click this button right here, boom, it explodes, and our wither skeleton goes launching out to jump scare whoever's coming to the door. So let's start building this thing, guys. All right, guys, so normally I would give a definite spacing and the resources, but I see this more of a creative build instead of a survival build. You can build this on survival, but I would love to see this thing in some maybe haunted house, mansion type of maps and things like that. So to get things started off, what you want to do is just make a doorway by going up 3 blocks and then coming 1 block over the top and then adding in your door. Then we're going to swing to the backhand side, and then right over here above your door, you're going to come out a block, and then we're going to come up 2 more blocks, 1, 2, place a rail on top of the top block with a minecart with TNT, and then break the block that has the minecart with the TNT on top of it. So break the block, and it should drop into place. Do not touch that. You don't want it to move at all. Next up, we could break that block down there. It's no longer needed. We're going to place a block right next to our minecart with TNT, and then place a dispenser facing inwards towards the minecart with TNT. This is going to explode it, which will explode your entire roof out. Next up, go inside your dispenser and place in your flint and steel. Make sure you put inside that dispenser. Next up, we're going to place in the Armorstand Launcher, and then we will be completely done. So we're going to swing over here, and from the door, we're going to count over 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break this block and place a sticky piston facing upwards with a slime block on top of it. Then we're going to go ahead and put a repeater going into the slime block from the back. Put a block right behind the repeater that is on 1 tick delay with a piece of redstone on top of that block. Then we're going to place a block next to your redstone with a torch on the side. Place a block right above your redstone torch. Another redstone torch coming to this side. It should go off. Place a block on top of your redstone torch with a sticky piston facing inwards off the block with another slime block on top of it. So we can go ahead and just test this out right now to make sure everything is working. So go ahead and take out an armor stand like this. Place your armor stand on top of this slime block right here. And then go ahead and just place a button right off the side of the block that has the redstone. So right here, we're going to place a button. So let's go ahead and just make sure our armor stand's working. So boom, and it will go launching right outside the house perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and do that one more time. Place in your armor stand, click the button, and just go launching out perfectly. There we go. So let's go ahead and place in our armor stand with our wither skeleton skull on top of it. You can use whatever you want if you're doing this on creative. However, if you're doing this on survival, the wither skeleton skull is the easiest one to get out of all of them. So that's why I chose to use this one. So we're gonna go ahead and just put in full leather armor like that. There we go. And now all we have to do is just hook these 2 together and then set it up to the pressure plate so everything sets off at the same time. So now we're gonna go ahead and hook up our TNT to our armor stand launcher. So come over here to this side and place a repeater going into this block on 2 ticks delay. And now all we have to do is run power from the back of this repeater up to that dispenser. So I normally like starting off with the dispenser first. So we're just going to place a block coming down from here, and we're going to place a piece of redstone right here. Then we're going to come down 1 more block like this with another piece of redstone right here. And then we're going to place a slab here upside down. So go ahead and grab out a slab, and we're just going to put a block right here, break down a block, and then place a slab here upside down, and then break the block right underneath your slab as well. Next up, we're going to place redstone going from this slab all the way down to this 2 tick delay repeater. Next up, we have to hook up our pressure plate. So come back over here to the front of your door and just count over 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is the perfect distance for when we hit this. The armor stand will fall right in front of our face, jump scaring us, and also the explosion should scare you just a little bit too. So now what we have to do is bring the power from this pressure plate all the way down to this redstone right here. So let's go ahead and just dig out right underneath the pressure plate like that. And then we're just going to dig all the way down until we get over to the other redstone. You can go any kind of order you want to, but normally I go all the way to the door and then I just hook it left until I see the redstone on this side. Like that, perfectly. So now we're gonna come right here and just keep counting the redstone out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then right when you reach here, place a repeater going into that block on 1 tick delay. Now everything is hooked up. If you touch that, that's going to explode. That's going to go flying. So you know what? I'm gonna save the game so we can just test everything out. I highly recommend, if you want to test it out, save the game right now. So I have saved my world, so I'm going to go ahead and test out my jump scare to make sure everything is working. But you know what? Actually, let me go ahead and put a floor in real quick right here so our armor stand will fall onto the floor. So if I click this right here, everything should work fine. So boom, it explodes, and our armor stand comes flying out in front of our faces. So now all we have left to do is add in our roof, and we will be almost done. So right here behind your TNT, before you do anything else, place a block right here next to your dispenser, and then we're going to place 2 more blocks right here. 1, 2. Make sure you get these 3 blocks in. Make sure you put these 3 blocks in, because sometimes the TNT can explode the armor stand. It will break the armor stand sometimes, but if you place these 3 blocks right here, it shouldn't break your armor stand ever. So once you got those 3 blocks in, we can go ahead and start putting our roof in. So just come up 1 more block here and then go ahead and place in your roof like this. So come out like that. Then we can go ahead and place more roofing right here as well. Then we're going to have to go into sneak mode, place a piece of roofing on top of this dispenser, and then go right above the TNT. And then I normally like coming up a lot more, but make sure do not place any more blocks here. Do not place any more blocks here. Only place the roofing here. So we're going to place the roof like this and then break this block right back here. Now, I normally like only coming up 5. I only come up 5, but you can go as much as you want. But this is normally the perfect height for when the armor stand comes popping out. It won't explode the whole entire top of the roof, only the side, so it looks really good when it explodes. And you know what? Let's come out at least 1 more over here on this side. We're going to come out 1 more on both sides, just so it's 5 instead of 3. So there we go. And then I'm also going to add a few more blocks right up here. So when the armor stand comes out, it will come up, hit that part right there a little bit, and then come flying out. So I like to come up 5 blocks and then add this right here. So when your armor stand jumps up and pops out, it will hit this top right here and land right in the front of the door. So it looks really nice. So let's go ahead and test this thing out. So first save the game before testing it out. All right, guys, so here we go. Hit this right here and it should boom, and then come right out at the front door perfectly. And there you guys have it. Let's go ahead and do that 1 more time. So I re-uploaded the world once again. Let's go ahead and do this 1 more time. So hit the pressure plate, boom, and it comes exploding through the house. Now, like I said, guys, as long as you save the game, if you're having any troubles where your armor stand is falling inside the house or your armor stand is exploding before it leaves the house, just save the game, guys, and then keep trying to fix your own way in case you're making a different house than mine. That's the only reason it shouldn't work, is if you're trying to make a different looking house, it might cause some problems. But like I said, as long as you save the game, you can keep testing it out and keep trying to make it work with a different style of roofing or a different style of housing. But there you guys have it. That is how you build an exploding jump scare. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. Boop. Peace.